In almost all of the commentaries on this morning's passage from Romans, the interpreter used some superlative term to describe it. It's a crescendo, majestic, poignant, nearly unbelievable, ringing, and graphic. And taken as part of the entire letter, there is little doubt that this particular passage is the centerpiece of the text. This is the point. It's the conclusion to a line of reasoning started in the previous chapter. In chapter 7, Paul works through his understanding of the human condition and concludes here in the beginning of chapter 8 with answers to the question of who will save us from this wretched human condition. These few verses are seen as quintessentially Paul in their theology and understanding of the world. As a result, there has been a whole lot of debate and different interpretations and different translations of this particular passage. Though many of the turns of phrase that Paul uses are still hotly debated, one of them is fairly universally agreed upon. When Paul contrasts life in the flesh and life in the spirit, he is not dissecting humans into two distinct parts, with one of them being inherently evil. To do so is technically, officially, a heresy, and something that in life causes far more harm than good. Even though such an idea remains rather popular in wider culture, try to avoid reading that into the text when you hear it this morning. Our second reading comes from the Gospel of Matthew. And no matter how you slice Matthew's Gospel, this morning's parable, the parable of the sower, lands right smack dab in the middle. It too is a centerpiece of the text. Now there are 8 parables collected together in chapter 13. This is the first. What's conspicuously absent in this morning's reading are those verses 10 to 17, where Jesus describes why he teaches using parables. According to him, the secrets of the kingdom can only be known to those who are his disciples. Others may see and hear, but they cannot comprehend. Beginning in this chapter, the word parable occurs 12 times in this chapter. The word derives from a Greek word meaning to throw alongside. And this highlights one of the core traits of the parable genre, which is comparison. One entity is set alongside something else to be illuminated by the comparison. And so the kingdom of heaven is thrown alongside or compared to and illuminated by the situation that each individual parable depicts. In this parable, Jesus addresses the crowds, then offers the disciples an interpretation. This first parable is unusual in that it does not begin, as the vast majority of other parables do, with an explicit comparison introduced in the opening formula. The kingdom of heaven is like what have you. Instead, this parable launches right into the story. And so I would invite you to listen to the words of Scripture this morning.